idea that she has a follow-up question.
Thank you, CS, for the answer about Taveta Elicity Road. It was a reminder about the Bura, Mgange, Undanyi, Mtomogodi Road. Please, if you can shed light on that one, a quick one. Thank you.
Okay, I think Waziri, you'll wait for the next round of questions. Yeah. I'll just go by the list here.
Am I supposed to respond?
The problem is I cannot be able to see all your faces from this far. Honorable members, please. The Honorable Member for Ruangwe, Honorable Lilian Gogo. The Honorable Karemba.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as I ask this question, I'd like to thank the CS because the road, the Kieni-Karurumo road in my constituency that has been where the contractor had deserted works, the contractor has already resumed work. He has mobilized, and today I've received the good news that he has embarked on the tarmacking of that road. So receive my appreciation, the Honorable Speaker. The Honorable CS. The Honorable CS, I would like to ask you this, because you've said that it is the citizens' responsibility to ensure road safety. And I am a frequent traveler on the Embu-Nairobi Meru Road. And what I have seen, the Honorable CS, is that the police officers who are supposed to man the roads are very busy people, not manning the roads, but collecting money from the road users, from the matatu drivers, from the border operators. So as you tell the citizens that it is their responsibility to ensure their road safety by reporting the police officers, to the police, I would wish that you also make a declaration, or rather even issue a statement to remove those police officers from the roads whose responsibility has now become to collect monies from matatu drivers and harassing border operators. So tell us what you're doing about that, because that is partly what is causing the menace that we are having on our roads in this country. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable Member for Wundanyi.
Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker. Nataka kusema jambo mfupi tu sana kwamba kwa waziri nimshukuru kwa sababu amesema ameelekeza mambo mazuri sana ya kupigana na utovu wa nidhamu barabarani. Lakini nataka kusema kwamba juzi nimekuwa na ajali mbaya sana kule kwangu Undanyi. Tumepoteza watu 13. Sehemu ile ni ile inaitwa Black Spot. Kulijengwa ukuta wa mita nusu, kama mita moja hivi, ili magari yanaposhuka, manake ni pahali pa mwinuko, ili akigonga yasi roll. Sasa waziri, nataka kuomba kwamba sehemu ile kwanza ijengwe ukuta mkubwa ambao gari ikigonga basi isi roll. Lakini pili, sehemu ile ni hatari sana, na ndio kwa sababu tulikuwa
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think now it is automatically me.
I've not given you the mic, Honorable Member. Complete your question.
Sasa nilikuwa naomba waziri tujenge ukuta, alafu njia ile tulikuwa pesa ilikuwa imewekwa na barabara ikaanza ile ya Mtomogodi Mbale ambayo Mheshimiwa Ika ameitaja, ile barabara ingekuwa imefanyika ama ingekuwa inapitisha magari, watu wangetumia ile barabara ya muinuko ambayo iko na black spot. Kwa hivyo ombi langu ni kwamba waziri, najua pesa iliyoko katika budget supplementary, naomba ikiwezekana ifanyike kwa haraka ili watu wasiendelee kupoteza maisha mahali pale. Alafu pili, saa hizi kumenyesha mvua, barabara haipitiki. Sasa naomba kwamba hata kama contractor atakuwa hajarudi barabarani, tutafute njia ya kufanya kwamba barabara hiyo ya Bura ya Mtomogodi, Msau, Mbale, Undani, Bura iweze kupitika kwa sasa ili watu wasiendelee kupoteza maisha mahali pale Josa. Asante Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Honorable Kakai, I know you don't have your mic.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity. For the CS, you've articulated the issue on the financial constraints for the country, which we can see and we can feel. But I would like you to assure this House that as you start the new project, you'll also ensure there is fair distribution, because you also being my county-mate by extension, in Trans Nzoia you've seen how skewed projects have been distributed. An example, if you look at Kiminini, the only road that passes in Kiminini is the Eldoret Highway via Mossbridge, which again is very narrow with frequent accidents. And the second one is Bungoma, Webuye, Kiminini, then Trans Nzoia town. I think the same thing also applies to constituencies like Endebess, where we only have the highway crossing over to Uganda. So I would like you to assure us that as you resume the new projects, you'll also give priority and ensure fair distribution. And lastly, as you do those projects, also to assure us that it will not just be roads construction, but you'll also ensure that we come up with the infrastructure that fits the current realities. Because today there is human and motorcycle competition and vehicles as well. So for areas that are populated and they really rely on a motorcycle transportation, somehow an initiative that is more sort of aggressive and proactive to address even a possibility of having special lane for motorcycles. Because the menace on motorcycle, we've seen even recently, barring our own member of parliament because of that. So even as we make those infrastructure, we need to be more creative and try to really address the current reality. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Madam.
Member for Naivasha, Honorable Jane Kihara.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Before I ask my question now, I would like to tell the CS how important it is to get the dueling of Rironi, Mau Summit Road. All the deaths are happening between there and Naivasha, especially. Now, I wanted to ask the CS the criteria used to classify a road as a security road. Why I ask this, Madam Speaker, it is because in the last regime I had gone to the PS interior, indicating that the road linking Nakuru and Narok via Maela, Kongoni, coming out in Naivasha was so important because when we have demonstrations, which are there quite often, on the Narok Road, when drivers kill Maasai cows or they kill sand harvesters, the demonstrations there become very ugly, and sometimes even tourists are blocked and get late for their flights in Nairobi when they come from Masai Mara. So that road is so important, linking the two counties, Narok and Nakuru, via Naivasha. So I would like to ask the minister to get it, to classify it as a security road, because actually it is. He also knows that he came to campaign in Naivasha, him and the president. Actually, he came twice, and they promised to get that road done. So as we classify it as security, it is very important that it is put in the list.
The Honorable nominated member, the Honorable Jackson Kosgei. Honorable Bishop Kosgei.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to ask two questions to the Honorable CS. Number one is, what is the ministry doing to ensure the infrastructural developments, especially in urban areas, when we build new roads, it ensures accessibility by persons with disability and also emergencies? That is one. Number two, we have also we have witnessed that in our port of entry, and I wish to single out the major one, the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, where if you are coming home, you got, as a person with disability, you got to disembark and go around to where the planes are, the engines are running, and enter the port of entry using the same cargo area. What is the ministry doing to make sure that it is possible for persons with disability to access our major airport and also our airstrips, where we need only a RAM that can be portable one, and the samples are there? So we have been, the persons with disability are subjected to so many difficulties as they access the same. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, I will allow Honorable Muliungi, member for Mwingi Central, to ask his last question. Then all of you will have an opportunity, because I know that they are similar, to do the follow-up questions. We have plenty of time.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, the other questions which I had asked, I needed to seek some further clarifications. If you allow me, Gunenu, I wanted to find out whether the CS will allocate adequate budget, because if you pay 72 million, which you have allowed in this financial year, and the pending bill is 175 million, the contractor will definitely not go to site. He will not go back. And therefore, I need that clarification. Number two, there are heaps of maram which were left on the road, and a one-way side road provided. And because of that, there has been many accidents. We have lost a lot of people. And we need that intervention so that that is made good, so that we don't continue losing lives because of a stalled project and the negligence by the contractor. The Kalisasi Mumbuni Road, it is not terminating at Mumbuni Shopping Center. The terminus is Musukini, so you can make that correction. And Mumbuni is 1 kilometer. Sorry, Musukini is 1 kilometer. Mumbuni is 5 kilometer. And my wish is to reach Mumbuni. So you need also to clarify that, because the money to get to Musukini Shopping Center was removed through the supplementary budget. And therefore the road ended in the bush instead of going to the shopping center. So I want to find out whether you are going to reinstate that budget cut to enable the road to reach Musukini Shopping Center. The other one, Mwingi Slaughter, there is no lot called Mwingi MTC in Zeluni Miambani. Miambani gets to Kitui Town, which is about 50 kilometers away. But this was 3.7 kilometers only. But if you can get to that 50 kilometer, it will be better for me and for the people of Mwingi Central. And therefore, what the contractor did is he did the tarmac, the bitumen only, and left out services like water, reinstatement of pipes, street lighting. Culverts were poorly done because there was no drainage which was done. So the culverts are above the tarmac level. And what I was asking is if that is going to be corrected. And therefore, Madam Speaker, I now go to my last question, which is on the expressway. Number one, can the CS provide a status report on the use of the Nairobi expressway since its inauguration and how it has improved traffic congestion in the city? Number two, state whether the ministry intends to improve the main Mombasa road that was affected by the construction of the expressway, including providing the necessary drainage infrastructure, road signs, and bus stops, which are lacking now. Number three, explain why there are no entry and exit points to the Nairobi Express to and from the city center, and in particular El Salase Avenue and the Kenyatta Avenue. Because if you are coming from Mombasa Road and you want to land in the city center, you have to go all the way to Museum roundabout so that you can come back, and it doesn't help at all. And clarify whether this was a strategic or an erroneous omission, and if so, when will the ministry rectify this glaring omission? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. I will now allow the Honorable Member for Mwingi West, Honorable Charles Ngusia. I think it's just half a part of your question that you had not asked.
Yes.
Then after that, we'll allow the Cabinet Secretary to answer the questions, and the follow-up questions can ensue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I appreciate the answer given by our young and able Cabinet Secretary for Roads, and I would like to appreciate what he has done so far. And my question is, the road at the moment, which is not upgraded to bitumen standard, is not motorable at all. Could Cabinet Secretary actually provide
road,
something?
I think you can state the road specifically.
That is the road,
Same.
the Kibwezi, Kitui, Kabati, Migwani, Bodoni road. It's not motorable at all. So can Cabinet Secretary actually provide a solution for the short term solution, please?
Thank you. Honorable CS, if you could answer those questions, then the members will have a chance with the follow-up questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know a number of the questions are almost related.